Hello,
Welcome to Training to Be Normal.
I'm Grady.
And I'm Angie.
We're going to be your hosts for this show.
Exactly.
So this is our first episode. This is, getting into it. Might look a little raggedy compared to future episodes. We don't know though. But we're going to start with just a little bit about ourselves. So, Angie, do you want to begin?
Sure. I apologize if this sounds awkward, because it is awkward.
Very.
Very awkward. We're still new to this. We gotta get used to it. So, I hope you don't mind. And the reason, if you're watching this visually, it's because he looks so much shorter. It's because he's in a little ottoman chair, and I'm in not that chair.
She's like 3 or 4 inches above.
I'm above him.
This.
I'm not this tall in person.
No.
But hello, hi, I'm Angie. I'm a first year in college, and I currently don't have a major, but I think I'm most interested in maybe majoring in sociology.
I'm Grady. We both go to the same college. I'm also a first year, and I do have a major, which is sociology. So I'm very happy that she's thinking about it.
Oh, honestly, we should probably talk about how we even met, or how
yeah,
we even
yeah.
know
We can
each other.
we can talk about how we know each other.
Because
So we also went to the same high school. Mm-hmm. So we've known each other since 7th, 8th grade.
7th, 8th grade, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere around them. We had a class together at one point, and I was very annoying towards
He was
Angie.
enamored.
She put up with me. I'll say that. She
I
put up
did.
with me. We were also both in choir and show choir together, that kind of thing. So that's,
Yeah. To me, Grady was always just like that little kid. He's just that little one. Because he's always been tinier than everybody. And then I was never really close with him at first because we were in the same things, but I'm like, he's a man. I'm not going to talk to him. And I think is when we were eclectica together.
Eclectica was show choir, high school.
We sort of got close.
We kind of had we were making friends with the same people,
mutual
the same
friends.
seniors and stuff. And then it was really, I think our junior year especially, that was when it was we were super close. And then our senior year, we got super close. And now we're besties because why not?
I know. I mean, I think he's probably the top contenders of why I'm even, one, going to college, and two, the same college as him. So, thank Grady.
Period.
So now we're here in our first year of college together.
Yep. And we're surviving. I think we're thriving, actually. Yeah. We're having a lot of fun.
The start of the third week's tomorrow, and it's a little spooky.
Yeah. But I feel could be worse.
I know. It could be way worse.
Yeah. So, that's a little bit about us. Now, about this. What is this?
True.
Like we said, it was the Training to Be Normal podcast show, whatever. And we picked that name. We picked the name Training to Be Normal because Angie and I are just some silly girls living in a silly world.
We're just teenage girls.
But we're very I don't know. We've never really thought about what are we normal people? Mm-hmm. Maybe we're really weird and we just don't know it.
And I think that goes in hand with our interest in sociology. It's literally what a society is constructed as normal, and everything. And I think that really what's got this podcast going is because me and Grady share the very similar interest where we'll have just really random conversations about society, and that's why we're what's normal, and then we're I remember I was looking at a website and I was like, what do I name this podcast? And we were it was one was athletic, and I was training, blah blah. And I was training. I'm what are we trying to be? I guess we could be normal. So then I guess that's where Training to Be Normal came from. Mind you, we created this name Literally, probably halfway through our senior year, and we're just now recording this.
Yeah. It's been like 6 months, 8 months maybe.
Yeah, it's been a really long time, and this is. Yeah, we've tried to get this thing going a couple times, but it just hasn't worked out.
It didn't. But we're getting it worked out now. We're getting it worked out now.
Yay!
But besides, just like figuring out what normal is, talking about like some real heavy topics sometimes or things like that, we also want this to be fun. We want it to be funny. We want to just have fun. And while it may be like very informative, talk about all these different things about like society and all that, at its core, we're just talking.
Just talking, trying
About
to entertain people.
All sorts of things.
All things that are going on in the news, things are happening today, things that are happening at college, in our lives, our interests, our hobbies, like things like that.
I'm sure with our first few episodes, we're probably going to be talking about the election.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Kamala and Trump.
It's political, so if you don't like politics, don't watch.
Yeah, probably.
Don't probably watch.
We're going to have other episodes too, though.
But also, you can like it. If you don't like politics, you might still like it because we'll talk about other things and maybe you'll learn something new.
You will learn something
Like, you're telling me you don't want to learn information from two teenagers? That's not where you want to learn your information?
Two random people who are literally just, But the thing is, it'll be fun.
It will be fun.
So, that's really the goal. The ultimate goal of this is to talk about society. We're going to have a ton of different ways to get there. Well, we can talk about what we're interested in. Kind of more about us.
Okay.
Switching topics again. So, like hobbies and stuff. I would say like my number one hobby, I don't know. For the past few weeks, I've really liked cooking.
Boy!
I've cooked like 2 or 3 meals and I'm like, this is fun. This is
Cooking
amazing.
is fun. Yesterday, I cooked a delicious steak dinner.
It was very good.
For him and my friends. And I say cooking is one of my hobbies too, but it's obviously hard with college.
Yeah. But what you do have plenty of time to do is read. I have books over here, over there, back there. Textbooks, books I brought from home, things that I'm just going to get through.
See, we have very different reading tastes.
I'm more of an informative. Like right now I'm in the middle of the sociological imagination. C. Wright Mills will probably bring this up a ton later on. But there's also my textbooks. Like I have a political science class. I had 2 of them actually. And I have 2 textbooks for those. And they're insightful. I like a more insightful reading. I prefer nonfiction, I guess I would
say I can't stand nonfiction. You will only ever see my hands on a fiction book, and the only fiction will be is romance.
Yeah.
And maybe that makes me, what was it? What's a good word for that?
I don't know. Romantic?
Not romantic, but it's like when I'm just like so stuck in my own ways, and it's like,
Oh, stubborn.
maybe I'm stubborn, or like you might think like, ew, like she doesn't even like information. She only likes that one thing. Like, ew, she's probably like gross and stuck up. But I'm not.
She's not. She
I'm not.
really isn't.
But it's just I can't read certain things. Like I can't even read a book, like a physical book. I don't own many because I don't really like reading them. I read everything on my phone.
I prefer physical books. I don't know. I'm not like a boomer where I'm like, oh, this is like, I can't read a computer screen. Of course I can read a computer screen. But like, I don't know. It's easier for me to track. Because like, it doesn't, bad eyes. I have bad eyes.
I also have bad eyes. These are contacts.
Don't judge me.
Okay.
These are glasses.
Oh. What else are we interested in?
I'm interested in history. Initially, I applied to this college. I applied to every college as a history major, but I switched it up to sociology. I like history, but it's definitely more of a hobby than something I want to do academically. But I definitely like history. I would say I'm more knowledgeable than the average person about history, but I'm no expert.
Oh, for sure. Like, I think it's so crazy that we're even friends because, like, Grady is very knowledgeable in history. Well, I don't know a dime. I don't know a damn thing.
But Angie knows pop culture so much better than
I
me.
know!
So that's how we mesh together. She can talk about the modern world, I'll talk about the past. And together we'll talk about society.
Society. We live in a
We
society.
live in a society. Um so we also we have like a bunch of friends here at this college too, and we like to go out and just like eat. We've been to one sports game, but we're planning to go to a few more.
Yeah,
See,
we're
like
foodies.
sports and stuff.
We like
we
food.
do. We're foodies. I think I like eating more than I like cooking.
I like both.
I like eating a lot. Take me somewhere, and I love food. But like we also sometimes we just sit and watch movies or television, all sorts of things.
We might get some like movie reviews up in here because
We might.
I do love me some movies.
We're very amateur. What are those people?
Movie critics?
Movie critics. But we will be a critic.
We'll pretend we can critique. We'll
Yeah,
pretend.
we'll pretend.
There's a lot of pretending that's gonna happen.
If you just go with it, then it works. Mm-hmm. If you just go with it, then it works.
But I think that's what makes things like podcasts interesting. Is like you're hearing different people's point of view. Even though I honestly despise podcasts, I don't listen to them.
I listen to a few.
I
was listening to a true crime podcast for a while, and sometimes I still go back to it, but I kind of left the true crime era. But there's a few others. I like to listen to people yap. And I also like it's a conversation to me. I like talking, so and it's just a conversation.
Interesting. Can agree. I cannot agree. And
Oh, we're also music. We were both in show choir. We both were in choir through, middle school, high school. We're both, very into music. That kind of thing. So, we'll probably bring up a lot of music. Like we could talk about who Sabrina Carpenter just released an album. Can't think of the name of it. Is it Short and Sweet?
Short and Sweet.
Yeah, Short and Sweet. We might talk about that. Probably will. I don't know.
And we'll probably have some controversial opinions.
We
about
might.
certain things, especially me.
I think we both.
Because we have very pretty different music tastes. Like
we do.
Grady
we have very
likes...
different music tastes. I'm very pop. I like lots of pop music. Dance pop.
But he also likes musical music.
Not that much. I don't have like
You were listening to Hamilton the other day.
And?
I'm a Hamilton.
Literally like 2 songs.
I'm a Hamilton hater. I said what I said. But me, I like pop, alternative, K-pop. Don't flame me. It's a hobby. I like it. I collect. I probably spent about like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on my collection.
That's a choice.
Just so you know, they hold value. So in the future, when things are like new things are getting created, I could sell my K-pop stuff for literally like hundreds of bucks. Like right now, I have a photo book binder, and honestly, I should probably start selling that stuff so I can get some money because I'm broke. I am broke. And I have a concert, 17. I have a 17 concert at the end of October, and I still have to pay for a hotel. With what money?
I told you apply for that job. Anyways.
All right. Anyway, so
moving on from music.
We'll probably talk about our traumatizing experiences.
There's many things that happen in this world and on this campus and in our lives, and we will definitely bring it up. Mm-hmm. But and unless someone is specifically mentioned, like we're gonna have guests on the podcast, so you'll get to know some people. But unless you already know someone, the names we use are gonna be fake names. We're not gonna, dox anyone. That's not what we do. So, but like I mentioned, we're going to have guests on the podcast. So we want to get different perspectives. It might be friends, might be, I don't know, random people on the street, might be, who knows, maybe we'll convince a professor to hang out with us or something. That would be cool.
Cool.
But we want to get different perspectives about different things. So we want to talk about, like, what is normal? Why is this thing normal? That kind of thing. But we also want to have, like, real conversations that are informative and important. But we don't want to be too serious about it.
Yeah.
This isn't serious.
This is mostly supposed to be entertaining.
Yeah. It's mostly entertaining.
I think it's honestly just an interesting and entertaining way for someone to maybe get more knowledgeable.
Right.
So, like, you're getting it in a fun, interesting way that's not just someone, like, giving out a lecture about blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, we're not here to be just like, and this is why this theory happened with this thing and this person. No, we're going to talk about it. And we're certainly going to disagree on many things. We disagree on a lot of things. So we want to spark discussion, talk about things. That kind of thing. And so because we want to talk about things, this is my segue into the next point. We're going to have we're going to call it our field training segment. So we're going to go out into the field and we're going to just interview people, ask them their opinions on certain things, ask them questions. What do they know about certain things? That kind of thing. So that's going to be that segment. So we're going to have, like, field training where we ask random people things out in the world. We're going to have, like, guests on the podcast. We're going to have, who knows, maybe we're going to go vlog something. I don't know. But we want to do different things. We want to explore, you know?
Exactly, because, I mean, this is a podcast about people, and we need to get people involved. I mean, 2 people is just not enough.
No.
It's not enough.
No.
And you'd be surprised by some of the friends we have.
Yeah.
And how different they are from us, and you're probably like, girl.
Some of these people are different.
Yeah.
Strange.
Very different, very different. And I just hope people are entertained by this. I mean, I say people broadly, like the 3 people who are going to watch this.
It's literally going to be like, I don't want to name drop, but it's going to be like people that we knew in high school.
Yeah, people we knew
It's
in high
going to be
school.
our besties. That's going to be it.
And that's about it. And we're going to try to keep it family friendly.
We're going to try. But that doesn't mean that it's
s-
going to be.
I know. Like, we'll try to keep swearing down to a minimum because I don't even think you're really allowed to swear.
No, we're going to get, like, I mean, if we want to make money. But
Yeah.
we don't. My concern isn't money.
Making money? Girl.
No, we're probably going to end up getting every one of these demonetized, even if we try to monetize it.
Yeah. Because me and Grady, I'm not saying we're, like, vulgar, but
No.
we like to talk.
We talk. We're just, we talk like normal people, I feel like.
So I hope my mom never watches this.
Me too.
I don't even think she knows. No, she knows what YouTube is. Does she know how to find it? I don't think so. So I think that's... Okay, shade. Okay, shade.
No, yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll become famous public figures, influencers or something.
I hope not.
I hope not too. That'd be disgusting.
I mean, actually, no, I hope
maybe
not.
we'll start a table at Campus Fest.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. We could get the president.
Our president, yeah.
Yeah, our president of this university. He would be cool. He might do it.
I don't know. I haven't met him yet.
Oh, I met him like 4 times.
Oh, yeah, but we can't say anything bad because I guess, like, we're not representing our school, but we are still, we're technically on school.
But we aren't representing this school. We haven't even talked about what school we go to.
Exactly, but we can't say anything bad because what if someone from our school did see it and they're like...
Oh, well, yeah. I guess so. But, freedom of speech.
It is freedom of speech, but we're not going to be, like, one of those people that are pushing an agenda or
no.
anything.
We're also... I'm I chose this school because I like it here and I like the way things happen here. So that, I don't have a whole ton of things to complain about.
Me either. Except maybe my classes. I complain about my schoolwork.
Yeah, some professors. I have one that just rambles a lot. But again, we just finished the second week of classes. So that'll probably change when we get into more substance.
Oh my god, I don't know how these people do it. How do podcasters talk for an hour?
I don't know, because they'd have more than 2 people.
No, it's always 2 people.
That's fair.
It's always 2 people. Do
you want to get into, like, a thing right now, then? Do you want to just get into substance on the introduction?
Yeah, let's get into substance.
Okay. So, I believe we already talked about this. We wanted to talk about, for the first one, was, like, what is normal?
Oh.
Right. So, what is normal? That's a good question.
I don't know. What is normal?
Normal, I would say, is just kind of what a society values, what a society and a culture values, and how they enforce those values. So, for example, here in the United States, we value liberty. That's like one of the whole things is everybody, should get liberty. And that's something that we value. And then we enforce that through, like, we have laws meant to protect liberties. We have different... we have laws to protect liberties. And we have, like, all sorts of... there's, like... There's, like...
This is so comfy.
Girl.
My
just
legs.
say normal.
Okay.
But, like, we have laws to protect liberties. We have, like, social movements and stuff to give people more liberties, that kind of thing. So that's what I would say being normal is. The values that a society holds and how they enforce those values is what normal is. Also, a society is, just for clarification, it can be the entire world or it could be just the 2 of us. We have created our own society in this room. Mm-hmm. That's what that is.
I agree.
How would you best define normal?
Honestly, I really wasn't paying attention when you were talking. But I would say, like, yeah, what society has constructed us to believe that each person has its own role and set thing we are meant to do. And if you go anything above that or beyond that, it becomes an abnormality. But staying in that so-called normal is what society deems normal. I think we need to find some synonyms for normal.
We do. There needs to be more synonyms for normal. Like, what is... I can't think of any off the top of my head. Regular. I don't know. I can't think of any. But, like, normal, regular, that kind of thing. They're all synonymous. But I think that also leads to the discussion of norms. Just, like, what are social norms and stuff. So, like, you don't, like, burp in someone's face. That's not normal. That's not, like, a normal thing that you do.
Yeah, my teacher was just talking about how, like, she hasn't gotten into it yet, but how the men's urinal and the men's restroom is a society construct.
Yep. Yeah. We don't need a urinal. We also have rules surrounding and norms surrounding urinals. Those are socially constructed.
That's what she's talking about, the rules. I'm like, she hasn't explained it yet, but, like, what are the rules? What are the rules, Gray?
Oh, you just always leave a space in between each one. So if there's, like, 5 urinals, you go to the one in the corner, the middle, and the other corner. Just like an unspoken rule.
Unspoken rule! A society construct!
Social construct.
Social construct!
Oh.
Like I'm saying, like, we didn't get...
Give me that
I mean, like, in the girls' bathroom, like, I think maybe it's a social construct where we're like, if someone's in the bathroom, go to the one that's, like, kind of farther away from it. Because, like, you don't want to, like, be right next to them. So I guess that's similar, but at the same time, it's, like, not bad if you go right next to somebody. Like,
See, it's kind of like it's frowned upon if you
it's
go to
not.
someone next to someone in the urinal.
I feel like...
But if there's, like, dividers, it's not really that big of a deal. I mean, people still are like, that's kind of odd, but it's nobody's, like,
Also, why is it even
upset.
a thing? Like, why can't you guys just be normal and pee in a toilet?
I don't know. I've peed in
Because-
toilets before.
Because...
A lot of people go if they're, like, if they don't want to use the urinal for whatever reason, they go into the stall and just pee in the toilet.
Like, who made urinals?
Why are we talking about bathrooms?
It's just, like, in my head, because, like, everyone
it's a
at
good
their
example,
house, everyone at their home, you have a toilet.
Right.
Who, like, you had to be some beyond person to have a urinal in your bathroom at home or anything. So, women pee in the toilet. Why, and men usually pee in the toilet when they're at home, but somehow in public, they use urinals.
I think it's because it uses less space.
Okay, but, like, women still have... What do you mean?
I don't know. But there's also, like, there's a movement for gender-neutral bathrooms. A lot of people push for gender-neutral bathrooms.
Speaking of, I went to a gender-neutral bathroom on campus. There was a toilet and a urinal.
That's unnecessary. But they're
Unnecessary?
Everywhere. But they're everywhere. Just give me a toilet.
Like,
It's fine.
you
I don't
only
care.
need a toilet. You could poo, you could piss, you could do everything in that toilet. You could throw up. You
That's
can do
true.
everything in that toilet. But what can you do in a urinal? Only piss?
I've seen other. A lot of people do nasty things. It's horrible. It's foul.
What was that one thing at our school? Do you remember when someone did something with the urinal cake?
They licked it for $20.
Yeah, someone licked a urinal cake at our school.
And if you don't know what a urinal cake is, it's the little scent thing at the bottom.
And
of
they
the
always
urinal.
smell horrible.
It's better than smelling pee.
Like, it's actually nasty.
They smell better than pee. But licking it is crazy. Oh my god.
I would do it.
Ew.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't. But $20 is $20. I think I could even step near a urinal, I think. The thought of it disgusts me.
You're weird.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about, like, what is normal.
Oh, okay.
So what is normal? I don't know. What's an example of something that you think, like, oh, you just talked about urinals. You think urinals are normal and they shouldn't be. What do I think is something that is normal and shouldn't be? I feel like that's something I have to really, like, think about.
I think I have one.
You just talked about urinals.
Okay, but I have another one.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'll
Go
talk
ahead.
about it
Yeah,
while you
I
ponder. Like, can we just have a door?
Just go!
Okay. Honestly, something I think that is an interesting social construct is walking on the right side of the road.
Really?
I don't think it's wrong. I just think it's like we decide, like, right.
Well, yeah. It's just like a
Is
thing.
not
But
driving
I'm
on the
asking
right side of
about,
the
like,
road also a social construct?
It is, but I'm asking, like, what about, is there a norm that you think should not be a norm? Is there a norm
Oh,
that you think
that should
shouldn't
not be a norm?
Yeah. Like, you just mentioned urinals. You're very passionate about urinals.
Something. I don't really know.
You mentioned urinals. I'm gonna go with... I feel like, it's become more normal to, like... I'm just gonna say it. People are less hygienic, I feel like. People... It's become more normal for people to, like, oh, I don't need a shower today. Or, like, people are like, showering is really bad for my skin, so I shouldn't do it. And I'm like, honey.
You stink.
You stink. Also, this isn't, like, medieval Britain. We have running water. It's okay.
It's okay.
Especially here at the university. You're paying tuition. You could take a damn
Good,
shower.
yeah. I think honestly, a shower routine is a social construct. I think literally everything in the world could be described as a social construct. Like,
Yeah.
who is the world decided that you need a one shower under hot water, two
Because
you
showering under
you
hot
wash your hair
water
first and then you
cleans you
wash your
doesn't.
body.
I do the opposite.
I feel like what you wash your body and then you wash your hair,
Yeah.
but why?
I don't know. I don't
Because
know.
like once you wash your hair, all like the stuff in your hair goes down your
That's
body.
a good
So it's
point.
semi cleans you, and then but like also there's scents all over you. So then when you go in your body wash,
I'm getting your point. I don't.
oh,
Now you're just talking about why that's a social. You're enforcing that social construct. But as we talk about social constructs, I want to clarify things that are social constructs aren't like they're real. These are real things. They're part of society for a reason. They aren't something that are like there's nothing about a social construct that is inherently bad. You can argue that a specific social construct is bad, but nothing about the existence of social constructs is inherently bad. Nor does it mean that that social construct is inherently fake. Social constructs can be very real. Just like you said, most people wash their hair and then their body. And there's a very real reason why they do that. Washing with hot water instead of cold water. Hot water gets into your pores and it cleans your pores. That's there's real reasons why social constructs exist, and that's why social constructs are often real things.
true. But what were you mentioning?
Norms that shouldn't be norms.
I keep getting lost.
I know.
Oh, here's another one. I don't know if we're already getting too political, but I don't think it's political.
Go.
I don't like the idea that the norm for women is they always have to like look their best when they go out. You have to be completely shaven. You have to have clean, like completely tamed hair. Like you have to look presentable. You have to wear the proper clothes. Like why can't those societies just accept that like I'm cold, so I'm gonna wear my pajama pants and my hoodie. Like I just rolled out of bed and
No, I agree.
I have really bad acne that day, so I don't feel like wearing makeup. Like, I got home home late last night, so when I took a shower, I didn't feel like I had to shave my legs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's something that has proven, I would argue it's proven to be harmful to women. There's a lot more expectations that go with hygiene for women than there are with men. And I think going out too. Like, even just a daily, I would say, 90% of women wear makeup daily?
Mm-hmm.
That. Why do we do that?
Exactly.
I don't know. I agree with you on that one.
Oh, and we were talking about stink. That's how we got that. How people you think.
Oh, people stink. They don't have hygiene. Yeah, no. I think it's become too normalized that hygiene is like secondary, especially with. I'm gonna get hate for this, especially with men. It's just like I don't know. Be hygienic. It's not difficult.
Like wash your ass.
Yes, but also wash your hair. Wear deodorant. I understand that there's plenty of situations, where somebody might not have that ability, but like
You know what it is?
here on I'm talking specifically on this university campus. There's no reason you be stanking that much. We have the university has like a hair closet. They'll give you deodorant. There's showers that are provided for you. They'll give you soap. There's all sorts of things.
You know what it is? I think too. It's the natural deodorant. I swear,
Oh!
it's the people who are using like the natural deodorant and like crystal deodorant. And I would say, go ahead, try to find something that's like healthier for your body. But I tried to do that, and I tried like the native deodorant, and I don't think I've ever smelled worse in my life. Like I sweated way more from I sweated an excessive amount, and two, like I always smell bad. Like the BO was extraordinary. And it honestly made me so much insecure because I'm a very, I have to wear deodorant. Like, at the shower, I wear deodorant. Wake up in the morning, I wear deodorant. I reapply multiple times throughout the day. Like, I'm that type of person. So, when I start, I knew it was bad because I never really ever smelt my like my pits. You know what I mean? My armpits. I never had a smell. And then I started using the native deodorant, and I could tell, like, it was constantly in my mind that, like, you can smell my BO right now. And it was a problem. So I used it up because I'm not going to waste it because it's expensive. But then I switched back to my normal deodorant, and I haven't had a problem since.
Yeah. No, I don't know, like, what is all in all these, you know, like, native deodorant or natural deodorants or anything. I'm not, you know, deodorant
I'll take the chemicals.
ologist or
I'll
whatever.
take the chemicals versus
Right.
smelling bad.
But, like, I understand their reasoning behind using a natural deodorant. But is the reasoning valid if it doesn't work? Is the reasoning valid if it doesn't work? Let me say that again. I don't know everything about deodorant, you know, but I know wear something that makes you smell decent.
Because there's like two different types. There's deodorant and then there's antiseptic. Antiseptants?
I don't know.
There's like different kinds. One helps with like, I don't know.
By deodorant. Antiperspirant.
Antiperspirant.
That's what you're thinking of. And yeah, and they're meant to like, it's not meant to stop the smell. It's meant to like, I mean, it does, but like.
One stops you from like sweating and then one stops you from like smelling.
That's what the antiperspirant is. It stops the sweating, which is meant to stop the smell. But ultimately, that's a crevice in your body. Your armpit. It's going to create lots of BO there.
It shouldn't though.
Why not, babe? That's how your body works.
I mean, it shouldn't be creating a smell because y'all should be wearing deodorant.
Yeah, and you should be cleaning.
And you should be taking showers.
Yeah.
And, okay. I get it. Like, this is just a personal opinion for me, is I don't think anyone think less of anybody or that you smell, but, like, people who, like, skip a day showering. Like, okay. Skip 2 days of showering, like, okay, as long as you're upkeeping, like, you're washing your face, you're washing your armpits and stuff like that. I get that. And also, like, washing your hair. But for me, personally, I feel like washing your body every day is a good thing to do.
Right.
Because your body picks up a lot of stuff throughout the day.
Right. And it doesn't even have to be, like, a deep clean every single shower. You don't have to get in there with all, like, body wash, soap, everything. You could stand in the water.
Just, like, rinse off, like, dirt and all that stuff.
You could literally go lay down in a river.
I always just feel really dirty because I'm a night shower, and this is where we differ because Grady's a fucking.
I'm a morning shower.
He's a freak.
That's normal. You wake up, you come out of bed, you stank from laying in your bed all night, and you get up and you take a shower.
Why are
and
you stinky from laying in your
bed?
bed? Or you could shower at night. You have all this stuff throughout the day. You take a shower and then you step into these nice clean clothes and you step into your bed nice and clean.
But your bed, no, your bed gathers stuff.
What is your bed gathering?
Bacteria, dead skin, all sorts of things.
Okay.
Let me shower in the morning and then get my nice clean clothes, deodorant, brush my teeth, all this every morning. And then I'm clean. I'm fresh for the day.
I don't know, that's just weird. Because I'm already clean and fresh because I showered the night before.
But no, you're not because you laid in your bed.
My bed's not dirty.
Your bed has dead skin and bacteria in it.
No, it does.
Yes, it does.
I don't know what type of bed you're sleeping in, but I don't have a dead skin.
I don't know what kind of skin you have that doesn't die.
I'm a literal fairy. Like, I don't do it. Okay, what was it?
No, I'm staying on this. Your bed has stuff on it. You sweat throughout the night. If you get too hot, you sweat throughout the night, and then you sweat on your bed, and you develop a BO. And then you showered the night before.
Okay.
Are you gonna shower that morning?
I washed my bed sheets.
I wash mine too.
No, you didn't. The other day, you literally said
I do,
you
but
said,
I don't regularly.
You said I might wash. I might wash them this semester. It might happen.
I might wait until next semester. I don't know.
Like, you have to wash your bed sheets like every like 2 to 3 weeks. Not 2 to 3. Maybe like 3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4 is more reasonable. 4 to 5 maybe. Monthly.
Okay, no wonder why you have so much dead skin and bacteria, because you don't wash your sheets.
But even within that time frame from you cleaning your sheets to the next clean, you develop dead skin and you sweat on that bed. I'm telling you right now, I will find research that supports me showering in the morning.
I'm sure there's plenty that support me showering at night.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think
no.
so. Okay, anyway, so, I was saying that, like, yeah, I had to wash my body every night, but I wait to wash my hair. And I don't think skipping a shower day makes you stinky. You just have to upkeep it. But, if you don't want to smell, I suggest showering every day.
Yeah. That's real. And using a real deodorant.
Using real deodorant.
Not natural deodorant that doesn't work.
Like, no, don't put the crystal on your deodorant. Come on now. Please don't take a crystal and put it to your armpit and think, you're gonna smell good today. Like, and no amount of perfume or cologne or body spray is gonna
make it worse.
Mask that smell. Because now you're just gonna smell like roses and BO.
I had to share a room with someone, a hotel room with someone who was a naturally stinky person. Sometimes that just happens to people. It's whatever. You just have to keep up on it. Wear deodorant, take a shower, like make sure you're keeping up on it, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't think this man wore deodorant. I had to share a hotel room with him for like 3 days.
If it's who I think it is,
I think it was.
No.
But I had to share this room for him for like 3 days, and he took a shower every day, but like he just wore cologne, and it doesn't mask it. It doesn't. The deodorant, like it works, babe. Deodorant works.
Yeah, because a girl in middle school, I don't even think she wears deodorant to this day. Because then I was friends with her in middle school, and then I really didn't see her in high school, and then I ended up working with her, and she still stank. She still stank. She always wore perfume. Like, she always had that smell of perfume, but that underlying smell was still always there.
Oh, yeah.
And I always knew it was her.
And like, it's always,
her ways haven't changed.
When you use just cologne and perfume or whatever, you have to use so much of it. 1, you're going to cost yourself so much more money. 2, it doesn't smell good. At that point, it smells like so much cologne and perfume. That's just chemicals.
Honestly, I think I put too much on today.
No, I think you're fine.
I just, like, I think...
Like, it's good when you have, like, a little bit of, like, a musk.
Because, like, right now, I'm too overwhelmed by my smell. Like, I need to go wash my hands. Like, I think I smell too much, like, right now. Like, I need to go wash my hands after this. Because I didn't wash them after I put lotion on.
But I think, like, with perfume and cologne, you just have to give your, like, a little bit. It has to be, like, a little bit of extra, like, oh, that person smells good. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be, like, wow, that person smells like cologne.
Yeah, it's, like, either, like, you don't even notice someone's scent, or it's, like, oh, they smell it.
Or when I was sharing this room with this person, and I walked in that hotel room, every single time, hit you in the face with cologne. The stank of cologne took up that hotel room. And you just, when you open that door, it would, like...
I think it's a guy thing. Guys just wear too much cologne.
I think they do.
It's always the Dior Sauvage.
It's also very expensive. I don't...
Yeah, cologne's a expensive hobby. But, like, this isn't, like, coming from a place where, like, we're saying, like, if you can't shower or, like, you have some sort of underlying issue where, like, all these things like that. This isn't for you. This isn't targeted towards you.
Right. This is targeted to middle-class white
regular,
America.
able-bodied people who just don't shower.
Right. And even then, but I pointed out, just rinse yourself. Find a river.
Get a rag, go to the sink, and,
yeah,
clean yourself. Who's going to the river?
I don't know.
Who's realistically going to the river?
I don't know. Don't go if you're going to clean yourself, though, don't go to the ocean. Find fresh water, not salt water. Mm. That's just advice.
We don't even live in an area anywhere near salt water.
I know, but, like, other people.
Oh.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I've been to the beach before.
Someone, like, I smell.
The salt will make you stink.
I smell and feel bad after I, like, swim in salt water.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't, it's not nice.
Yeah, it's not good.
I prefer, like, the lake.
We went on a coast. What were we talking about?
I was talking about swimming.
Like before we got done this
Oh.
gigantic rant about
It was
showering.
the norms that shouldn't be norms or things like that. Norms that shouldn't be norms. Yeah.
Okay. So we've explained our opinions. We've talked about the urinals and toilets. We've talked about showering.
hygiene and showering. Yeah. We
So,
talked about
like-
cologne.
Cologne. Speaking of, why did I say speaking of? I don't want to speak of anything. I wasn't thinking of anything in my head. I wasn't thinking of anything in my head. So what else is a good one?
I don't know. I can't think of any off the top of my head. But I also want to just like other topics that I think would be fun. Like I want to talk about like what is like how do norms develop? How does normal develop in society, right? I want to talk about like what is something that's like normal in families or a smaller group or society, communities like that isn't normal to larger societies. That's like a subculture, right? So things like that.
Cause this society's like my professor. I think she's writing, like she's mentioning like different types of thing of how like different even like race groups react to different society like social
Right, because
constructs.
she's a PhD student, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she's doing her dissertation, and she said, what was the topic?
It was something about like how mothers and like children are starting and like race groups react. Something with college. I don't know. It was like a very specific type
That's
group
what
thing,
dissertations are.
and I think it's quite interesting and like
Yeah.
it's
This is just like a
W.E. Du Bois.
W.E.B. Du Bois. Yep, I love him.
He in my class I learned something interesting about him, and I think this thing people call race theory, critical
Race theory.
and it's definitely something I'm interested in.
Yeah, critical race theory, race conflict theory, race theory, all very synonymous terms. Not quite the same thing, but could be also. Depends who you talk to. Lots of different things. I want to talk about theorists too in sociology. I think we'll have, we'll definitely have episodes dedicated to. We'll probably talk about food pretty soon. I want to talk about like theorists. You could probably talk about pop culture, K-pop.
Oh, guys. Okay, yes, that's my thing.
I feel like we'll have dedicated episodes to things, and then we're gonna have more general episodes as well.
I don't know how frequently these episodes are going to happen.
There's not a schedule.
There's no schedule.
Not a schedule.
Like I said, we're still college students. We got lives to live.
Yeah, we got lives to live. Don't expect things from other people.
I'm so hungry.
I just ate.
What'd you eat?
I went to True Burger in the Union.
Nasty.
It's good.
I don't think so.
Okay, that's your opinion.
It's just my opinion.
It's just my opinion!
Okay.
It's my opinion and I'm allowed to have it! Something like that. What was it?
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about that.
I'm not talking about that. It's the video with like the two ladies and like she has some sort of like weird filter on her face and she goes, "Well, it's just my opinion."
What's the one and it's like, and that's my opinion? Who?
I don't know.
I think it's from Real Housewives.
I think it is from Real Housewives.
I think we're thinking the same thing, just
and
different.
it's like it's just my opinion.
Yes, and that's my opinion. And they like scream. Hold on, I'll find it.
There's like just so many shows out there. I wish like reality shows that I wish I could watch, but I'm just such a not reality show watcher. I just can't stand reality shows. Except Love Island. But only the season 6 of Love Island. See, I talk about Love Island season 6. I'll say like Leah Miguel. I'll say Janae and Kenny.
You don't have to vacation with him. You don't have to do
I didn't
anything
say
with
bad
him.
things about Brooks. I said I don't think that he's good for you.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
Yes, that's my opinion!
Yeah. I will literally say stuff and he won't know a damn thing.
I don't...
And I'm like, how do you not know?
Y'all, okay, here's the thing. Will you hold this real quick? I'm not on TikTok. I'm not.
Or Twitter.
I'm not. But I'm on Instagram. And it's very, like, to me, it's, like, because all the Instagram Reels get everything from TikTok, like, a week or two late, that's very aesthetic. It's like very me core. It's Grady core. Very me. And I refuse to abandon that. I refuse to. That's my aesthetic.
I don't know why there's so many people in my life that just like refuse to get TikTok. Like this guy I used to talk to. Okay.
We can't talk about that.
I wish I
We
could.
can't talk about
I
that.
want to. If it ever comes to the conversation, I'll bring it up. Let's just say traumatizing experience. I'll never do it again. But the guy I used to talk to, he refused to get TikTok, and he was like, "It's just so cringe. It's just so cringe." And he said like the government is like
The God.
and he just
It's the China TikTok thing.
he refused to get it. And I think honestly that's the reason. It was an ick of mine. People who think they're too good for TikTok.
I don't think I'm too good for it. I think it's my aesthetic to be 2 weeks late on everything.
And is that aesthetic working for you?
Yes. I think it's so funny. I think it's very funny when you try to bring something up and I'm like, you gotta wait a few weeks.
Yeah,
You gotta wait a few weeks, now make that joke.
the For You page. Well, you just
Yeah.
have to wait.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's charming. It's charming for Grady, and it was actually disgusting, and I didn't want to talk to him when he mentioned it. I can't even think about it. I'm gonna like cringe, like ah.
And then doesn't the guy that came here, girlfriend, you know who I'm talking about, worked with you? Isn't she not on it? She doesn't.
No, she's on it.
Oh, okay.
We can talk about Emma.
Okay, I didn't know if we were name dropping.
We're name dropping Emma. She's my best friend.
Okay. Emma. Period. Emma's Angie's best friend. One of my good friends.
You might see her.
High school. Hopefully.
We should have an episode dedicated to how me and Emma's story, and then
I'll just leave.
and Grady's story, because he gets involved. But like me and Emma's and how we became friends is such an interesting story, and it truly built who I am today because of how. It's just we'll have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see.
And then I also want to get your roommate Meredith here.
We have to read my roommate. Best person in the world, I think.
I can't say that.
You don't agree?
I can't say that on the internet. You look at me and say that.
No, I think I literally love her to bits. She's everything to
No,
me.
she's an icon, diva.
Also went to our school.
Yeah. We need her on the podcast.
We need our
We need
avocado
her on
mega
the
queen.
show. Yes, I love her.
Maybe we'll interview her in like a street interview.
We can. Maybe we'll do just like an Alpha Chi interview.
No.
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 I met her sisters. They're fun.
We'll see.
We'll see. There's a lot of things to see about this.
Okay. We're probably going to start wrapping this up soon, but I just want to tell this story about yesterday when we were on our campus bus. We were on the shuttle, and there was we go on the bus, and there's these, you weren't there. Were you there when there was like, no, you were there, and there was the two girls.
Yes.
And they were like really loud and obnoxious. Mind you, it's like 11 p.m. It's 9. It's like 9. It's like 9 p.m. at night. There's only 2 other people on the bus plus us. And they're in the front row, and they're being super loud, like crazy loud. And
like
they're like
grabbing,
reaching
yeah,
each other
they're
and
like
like grabbing at each other. And it's like, oh my God, check my heartbeat. I'm like, okay. And
It's 9:00.
I don't know
on
if
a
this
bus.
makes me a bad person, but she goes like, I don't know. All I hear is something like, should we go back to your sorority house? And I go, oh. I just go.
I think we have a lot of preconceived notions of Greek life, but I think a lot of those notions are correct.
I was just like, sorority? And I don't want to be that person, but like she looked like she would bark at me.
Yeah.
And there's people out there, and it's either you like the bark or you don't. I don't think the bark was the thing at 9 p.m. at night on the public bus.
The public bus.
Like, I was just in shock because maybe that's an issue with me. Society has made me think that only this thing could be in here. But if you saw what I saw, you'd also be confused.
A lot of things that we seem like we're, you know, like upset about or or rude to people about, a lot of the times we're really just confused.
Just really confused,
We're
or it's like
really
a joke.
horribly confused. Or it's a joke.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a joke.
We love making jokes.
And maybe they're like, maybe it's like not even. I feel like we're gonna get canceled. If
No,
anyone ever knew
we're-
who we were and saw these things, they'd be like, yeah, no.
Yeah, no. We're going to blow up on Twitter and it's going to be, these people need to be canceled. Cancel them and them.
This is gonna be like, this is what's wrong with Gen Z.
Yeah.
We're gonna end up in the news with Republicans. They'll be like, those
Oh, we're going to be on Fox News.
those goddamn Gen
Maybe they'll
Zers.
interview us.
Ann Coulter? Ann Coulter? I think she'd shoot me with
The
a gun.
Probably. The Ann Coulter, when she's interviewing Vivek Ramaswamy, and she goes, you know, I'm a Republican, and I vote for Republicans, but I wouldn't vote for you because you're an Indian!
I saw that. She goes, I really like you. I like your work. I just can't vote for you because you're Indian.
No, it wasn't you're Indian, it is you're an Indian.
And
It was like so objectifying. It was crazy.
yeah, Ann Coulter would shoot me with
Low-key fierce, though.
with her pink pistol gun.
Yeah. Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing. I love gay music.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Like, let's see. Do we want to anything we want to talk about?
No, I think we pretty much covered it.
Yeah, I think we got a little taste, like what this is about. Maybe
You
about
got a taste of how this is gonna like flow.
kind of like who we are, and maybe a little bit of our personalities. Hopefully, we're not too like giving away. Like, you
Come back, watch another,
come back and learn more.
learn more. This one was a bit more awkward for us. It's our, you know,
The
like
first time.
not quite.
We're gonna
We recorded
figure
this
out
like
a
7
format,
other times.
Hopefully, a better area that's not Grady's dorm room. Something that's more aesthetic.
Yeah.
And also, I want to thank my sister for creating the logo.
Yes. Shout out to Angie. Can we name drop or no?
Nah, let's just
Okay.
not. Let's leave her.
Shout out to Angie's sister.
Thank you.
She made the logo. She's a queen.
And honestly, I'm probably gonna make her I'm gonna force her to make a thumbnail too.
Probably.
Thank you, Kim. Put that graphic art design degree to work.
Yes. Are we gonna pay her?
No, we're not paying her. We're in college, Grady. I don't
We're
have a
broke.
job. I don't have a job. You don't have a
Hopefully
job.
we get jobs soon. We both are looking. Anyways,
Thank
we
you.
gotta wrap this up.
Yes, we have things.
It's like an hour. It's been an hour.
But thank you so much for watching. If you do watch this,
Come back, please. We're not. If this wasn't your type of thing, try like one more episode.
keep an open mind.
Keep an open mind to one more episode. We're learning how to do this with you. It isn't, you know, like we're not pros. We don't really know what we're doing. So
Yeah. So thank you for watching.
yeah.
We'll see you in the next episode.